Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Hello everyone, I hope that I'm live right now, guys. If you guys are able to listen me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Oh, give me a second, guys. I'll just switch on the AC. I don't know why is it too hot. Just give me a second. I'll just switch on the AC. Okay. Okay, so I am back right over here. Uh, okay, so now that I am back, nice house, bhaiya. Thank you so much. But you want to see a beauty right over here? Let me show you guys a beauty. I don't know if this is going to work or not. So let me show it to you guys. This, my friends, right over here, sleeping on the ground, is Susie. I don't know if you guys are able to see it or not. So she is Susie, and right now it's her sleeping time, I guess. So she is having a good sleep right over there. That's my bookshelf. So that is where I store all my action figures and all my books. That's the kitchen right over there. It's a bit dirty, but I'll get it sorted. And yeah, that's my living room. So this is where I live. I don't know if you guys are able to see it or not. That's my TV. That's my chair. That's my sofa. And yeah, so that's it, I guess. Okay. Okay, so I gave you guys a tour right over there. It's a Labrador. No, it's a female golden retriever. Her name is Susie. She is the official CEO of DevTown as well. So we have officially made her the CEO of DevTown. So yeah, that's also one of the things that you guys need to consider. Okay. And yeah, so that is it, guys. That was like I told you guys that I'll make you guys meet the CEO of DevTown. So she is the CEO of DevTown who is sleeping ideally while we work around the clock, I guess. Okay, so let's get started with our today's class, guys. Today we are going to start off with a little bit of CSS. Okay, we have seen a little bit of CSS yesterday. Today we are going to look at measurements. Okay, see, whenever you are having images on your website, whether you are having videos, whether you're having text, whether you are having some kind of items on your website, you might want to fix the size of that item, right? So this is what we need to focus upon right now. So let me share my screen with you guys first. Share screen, entire screen, share. Online class turned home to yeah, I guess that's true, right? Okay, so right over here, guys, first we are going to look at, so in our daily life when we want to measure something, what are the units of measurement that you actually use? Let me know in your daily life. For example, how long is Susie? If I want to measure that, what will be the different kinds of measurement units that I can use at any particular point of time, guys? Do let me know. Like in your daily life when you measure something, right, how do you measure it? What particular units of measurement that you use? So we have centimeters, we have inches, we have feet, we have kilometers, meters, millimeters. Okay, we are having all these different unit of measurements that exist. But when it comes to designing a website, when it comes to creating a website, you cannot use kilometers, right? It does not make any sense. You cannot use something like inches. Okay, you can actually, but you shouldn't. So there are some unit of measurements that exist. There are two unit of measurements that exist in when it comes to in terms of web development. Let's try to understand them. Okay, so let me open up my notepad and let me draw some Picasso art for you guys, right? The first thing that exists is called as relative unit of measurement. And the second one is called as the absolute unit of measurement. These are the two kinds of measurements that exist when it comes to web development. Now, what do I mean by absolute unit of measurement? For example, millimeters, okay, centimeters, inches. This is an absolute unit of measurement. When I say that, okay, this particular road is 5 meters in width. Okay, there's a road right over here. Okay, this is the road. This road is 5 meters in width. So no matter if there is a cycle going on it, no matter if there is a truck going on it, no matter if there is a car going on it, the width of that road is always fixed. The width of that road is always going to be 5 meters wide. Are you guys able to agree with me or not? No matter what vehicle is going on that particular road, the width of the road is absolute. The width of the road is absolute. That is of 5 particular meters, right? Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Just a sec right over here. So in the exact same manner, guys, the second particular unit of measurement, that is the relative unit of measurement, guys, what it is does, it says that, okay, is if there is this particular road, right? If there is this particular road, the width of this road is 2 vehicles wide. 2 vehicles wide. Now, if there is a cycle going on that particular road, then the width of the road will be 2 cycles wide. If there is a truck going on that road, the width of the width of the road will be 2 trucks wide. If there is a car going on that particular road, the width of the road will be 2 cars wide. So it is now dependent upon your particular vehicle, whatever vehicle is going on. So the width of the road is now relative to the width of the vehicle. Whereas in case of absolute particular width, whatever your width has been fixed, no matter which vehicle is going on top of it, it is always going to be 5 meters wide. Now, some of the relative unit of measurements that we are going to see is, for example, we are going to have EM, VW, VH. So we're going to see these type of relative unit of measurements. Okay, we are going to learn about it right now, so you don't have to worry about that. In absolute unit of measurements, you're going to have millimeters, centimeters, you're going to have pixels right over there. Relative, you are also going to have percentages. So we are going to see all these different like unit of measurements that exist while we are talking about our very particular web development. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go on our website and add an image to our website, guys. Until now, we have not learned about how to add an image. So let's first do that. So let us go back to our website, guys. Let us go back to our website. So I'll just open up. So I think so we are using Replit, right? If I'm not wrong, Code Sandbox was not working for me. So we decided to go further with Replit. So we'll just open up Replit right over here. Okay, Replit is like, bro, give me some time, bro. Okay, so it has opened up right over here. Let us remove everything that is present in the body and let's try to add an image right over here. So to add an image up, there is a tag that is there that is called as the img or the image tag. Okay, so if you put up img or the image tag right over here, okay, so this image tag, right? Think about it. When you are having an image, do you need to put something, some text or some content inside of the image? Think about it, guys. Think about it. Do you need to put some particular content or some particular like text inside of it? No, right? It's just an image. That's it. It's just an image right over there. We don't need to put some text or some content inside of it. So usually inside of HTML, you had these opening and the closing tags itself, which basically suggested that there is something we want to put inside of it. But in cases of tags like image tag, you don't have to put anything inside of it. So instead of having an opening and a closing tag, the image tag has only one tag called as the self-closing tag. This is how it basically looks. So instead of having it something like this, that image, and then here as well you are having img right over here, closing tag. Instead of doing this, because there is nothing required in between the tags, we don't have an opening and a closing tag, guys. We only have a one tag that is called as the self-closing tag. Okay, this is called as the self-closing tag. Another example of self-closing tag is the link tag. Again, we don't have to provide any kind of content inside of it. So it is a basic self-closing tag itself. Now, the attributes needed for our image tag to actually load up the image are two special attributes right over there, guys. The src attribute and the particular alt attribute, guys. Okay. The meaning of src is source. Where is this image located at? That is what it is talking about. Source, or where is this particular image located at? alt is basically your alternate text. alt is your alternate text. Okay, so for example, in places where there is not a lot of internet, right, internet is slow and the images are not able to load up properly, in that case, instead of showing a blank space, it should show that this particular alternate text, that okay, there should be a text instead of the image not being able to load up. In some cases where the image is lost, okay, you took an image from the internet, now that image has been deleted right over there. So in that particular case as well, instead of showing a blank space, this alternate text will be showcased on your screen. Another use case of the alternate text is actually pretty simple for screen readers. See, we are very privileged to have the opportunity and the like luck as well to have extremely great eyesight, right? We are able to see this beautiful world and appreciate it. Now, not everybody gets that. How can I'm a tech guy, so I was going to say functionality, so that would be a very wrong way of putting it up. But yeah, not everybody is that lucky to have this particular gift that we have been given. So in that particular case, they use text readers, right, screen readers, to understand what is there on their screen. Now, screen readers cannot understand images because it's an image, it's not a text, it is not able to understand that. So alt, or the alternate text, is often read right with there. So instead of like it skipping on the image, it will read through the alternate text. I have a question. If I didn't use backslash in link statement and it is also working, why? Because like I said, browsers are very intelligent. Even if you're not using the backslash that is for a self-closing tag, the browser puts that for you. But this is the right way of writing code. Okay, so again, you can put your hand through your ass and to your mouth and eat your food as well. It is possible. It is physically possible. But you are an idiot for doing that. So the basic and the most courtesy would be to use a fork and a spoon and eat it properly. Or you're an Indian, then use your hand properly, right? So that's how it is supposed to be. Now let's find a good particular image to load up. Now I am a very big anime fan. If you guys did see it properly in my bookshelf as well, I think so. There are a lot of Pokemon figures. There is Joker. There is Demon Slayer, there is Goku and Vegeta. I have some extra action figures that I've kept locked away. I have not unpacked it since I've shifted. So I'm a big anime fan, in short. So currently, I was watching Midoriya Izuku, that is your My Hero Academy, and Demon Slayer at the same time. So let's try to figure out. Like, my favorite anime of all time would be Black Clover. So let's take up an image of Asta. Asta Black Clover. Let's go with images. So this is Asta. Let's take up an image from right over here. This looks like a very beautiful image according to me. Let me open this up on a new screen itself. This looks like an amazing image to have on our website itself. What happened, Suzy? Where are you? Hey, कहाँ गए भाई? Hey, किसको देख रही है? हाँ, बॉयफ्रेंड को देख रही है? नहीं मिलेगा. तो जिंदगी भर सिंगल रहेगी, तेरा बॉयफ्रेंड में हो. Right? Okay, so Demon Slayer, sorry, not Demon Slayer. So we'll take this guy up for our website, right? So if I want to directly add this, बाद में खेलते हैं. अच्छा बाद में अभी बूट कैंप चल रहा है. तुम भी सीख, तुम भी पैसा कमाओ, वेब डेवलपमेंट कर. काहे का क्यूट बनती रहती हो पूरे टाइम, पैसा तो कमाती नहीं हो, हैं? तुम्हारे मेरा रेंट से ज्यादा तो तुम पे खर्चा हो जाता है. चलो जाओ जाओ गो. Okay, so right over here, guys, I want to add this particular image to my website. The first and the foremost and the most easiest way of doing it is just do a right click right over here and click on copy image address. Okay, just right click on any of the image all over the internet and click on copy image address right over here, guys. Copy image address. Once you click, hey, what has happened to you? Okay, copy image address. Once you do that, you go back to your particular code and inside of the source, inside of the src, just paste it. It's as simple as that. Just paste it right over here. As simple as that, guys. You go over to any of the images that you like. Okay, right click, copy image address. Okay, copy image address, guys. Okay, and then go back and paste it right over there. Just paste it right over there. I'll put up an alternate text as well. Okay, the alternate text will put it up as Asta from Black Clover, and we will save this. Once we save this, we'll go back to our website. Okay, so we'll have to open up our website once again. So let us open up our website. Let's close this up right over here. And as you're able to see, the image is loading up on our website, guys. The image is right now. So I am at 100% zoom. That is your normal size of your website itself. As you're able to see, the image is loading up, but the image is way too big for our website. The image is way too big for our website, guys. Well, don't we need to download the image, sir? You can download the image. Okay, like I said, there are multiple ways of putting up the image itself. This is one of the most easiest ways. I'll show you another way as well. So another way, let's take up another particular anime character. So which anime character should I take? Hmm. Let's take cartoon. Uh, Demon Slayer. Okay, the cartoon version was very cute. I wanted to have that on my site, but I don't think so. I will be able to get it. I don't know exactly what to write for that. It's not coming up. Okay, let's take up a random picture from right over here. Okay, so I think so. This looks like an amazing picture, or maybe this. Okay, yeah, this looks like an amazing picture. Let's take this up. Let's open this image in a new tab. Okay, so this is another. Oh, this image is not good at all. It's way too hazy. Let's try to find another image. This looks a bit more better. Right click, open image in new tab. Okay, so right over here, guys, we'll use this image, but instead of attaching it directly from the internet using a link, let's download it. Okay, so to download an image is actually pretty simple. Right click on it and then click on save image as. So I'll save the image as something. So I'll save the image as just Tanjiro. Okay, just Tanjiro should be more than fine. I'll save it on my desktop itself. So save right over here. So I right now have downloaded the image as tanjiro.jpg. Now I am currently working in Replit, so I'll have to upload it to Replit because I'm not working locally. So I will have to add a new file. So I'll click on these three buttons and I'll click on upload file. I'll click on upload file, guys. So right over here, I will select the particular Tanjiro picture that I've just downloaded. Tanjiro, open. So right over here, as you're able to see, Tanjiro.jpg is opening up right over here. I will just copy the file itself. Copy file path. Okay, it's fine. And instead of putting up src, I'm going to put up this copy file path. Okay, you can put it up as ./Tanjiro or this tanjiro.jpg as well. It is going to work for you guys. I'll save this. So right now I'm not taking up Tanjiro from the internet. I have downloaded the image and I'm using the downloaded image right over here. I'll also have to change the alternate text, guys. Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. Okay, so we'll save this right over here, guys. There is an extra quotation mark. We'll save this right over here. We'll go back to our website. We'll refresh our page. And as you're able to see, the new image, that is a locally like downloaded image, we are able to showcase it up on our screen. I want to use image from my file explorer and I use it. It is working, but mistakenly or by chance, I have changed the image location or deleted it. Then it will not show the image. What do we do? Download a new image and use the new image. It's as simple as that. Okay. So are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? The different ways of putting up an image on your screen? Yes, everybody is able to understand it? Okay, great. So let's come back to the topic at hand, guys. Let me change it back to our previous one itself. Okay, this was the previous image that we were having. Yeah, so now using CSS, we are going to change the height and the width of this image. The first particular thing to address right over here is I don't think so I have to teach you guys what is millimeters, centimeters, and inches. That is something that I'm taking for granted that you already know that what is a millimeter, what is a centimeter, and what is an inch. I'm going to talk about pixels. Okay, from absolute unit of measurements, you usually use pixels only. Now, pixels is something that I think so most of you guys are familiar with. You must have heard, right? 1080p or your 720p or your 4K resolution itself. What are these words talking about? These are basically your pixel densities. Okay, how many pixels are there? Every screen in this entire world, whether it be a particular screen of a TV, it is a screen of a desktop, a laptop, or a mobile phone, or a smartphone, or a smartwatch, everything is made up of pixels. Okay, each of these pixels, if you actually have, you guys, when you were small, right, when you were a kid, have you sat very close to a TV or very close to a monitor and you started seeing some squarish things on your screen itself? Have you guys seen it? Please let me know. Have you guys ever seen that? Please let me know. Yes. So where you sit very close to your screen and you see something like this, okay? You see something like this on your screen itself, some rectangles on your screen. These rectangles are nothing else but actually pixels. What you are seeing right over there, every pixel is made up of three particular LEDs, a green LED, a red LED, and a blue LED. Every single color in the entire world can be created using a mixture of these three colors. If you don't know, that is called as the color theory, that every color that exists all over the universe can be created using a mixture of only these three colors itself. Whether it be white, whether it be black, whether it be purple, whether it be pink, anything can be created using this. Okay, that is the reason why you see so many colors on your TV as well. Now that has been explained. So size of a pixel is calculated as 1 by 96th of an inch. This is usually the size of a pixel, but right now, due to a lot of advancements in pixels, the pixel sizes have also shrank a lot. That is the reason why you are having 8K, 12K displays that are there. But nevertheless, by our unitary method, the width and the length of a pixel is calculated as 1 by 96th of an inch. Please keep that in mind. This is a good important interview question. It gets asked, what is the size of a pixel? You have to make it very clear to them that sizes can differ, but by the unitary method, the size of a pixel for the purpose of web development has been fixed as 1 by 96th of an inch. Okay, so please make sure that you add this up in your answer. Don't directly jump to 1 by 96th of an inch. Okay, this answer needs to be complete. Okay, so let's move on from right over there. So let's try to change the width of this image. Now, the first thing that we have to do is assign a class to it. So CLASS class. Let's assign the class at let's assign the class as Asta. Okay, that is the class name that is having. And let's go back to our styles.css. Let's delete everything from right over here. Now, what is the code that I have to write to select Asta? What will be the selector for me? Keep in mind, Asta is a class. I've already taught you guys yesterday itself. So, what is the particular code that I have to write to select this as a selector to select Asta? Very good, guys. Dot is the one for class. Okay, so dot asta, and then your particular parenthesis right over here. Now we are going to try to change the width. So as you're able to see, a lot of things are coming up right over here, but we are going to change the width right over here, width width, and we'll change it to, let's say, 200 pixels. Okay, we'll change the width to 200 pixels, guys. Again, pixels is basically the unit of your display. So let's save and let's go back to our website. Let's refresh our page. As you're able to see, now the image has shrank a lot. Now our image has shrank a lot, but we only changed the width. We only changed the width to be 200 pixels. Why did the height also change with it? So because we have not mentioned the height right over here, the like CSS trying to preserve these dimensions of the image, by default shifts the height of the image according to your width. So if you have put the width as 200 pixels, the height gets adjusted so that it does not look like your image has like just stretched right over there. Similar to that, if I want the image to stretch, I can specify the height as well, HEIGST height, and I will specify it as 1500 pixels. Okay, 1500 pixels right over here. I will go back to my website and I will refresh the page. As you're able to see, my width remains as 200 pixels, but right now my height has increased a lot. The resulting image has been stretched a lot right over there. Now, if you observe something, okay, if you observe something, let us put this up as 600 pixels and let us remove this from right over here. We don't need the height anymore. And let's refresh the image. If I try to reduce the width of the size of my browser, the width of the image is not getting changed. It remains the same, guys. It remains the same. Even if I make it like this small, the width of the image remains the same. Now I have to scroll to look at the entire image properly. The width of the image remains the same. Now this is not something that you guys might want at any particular point of time. Your absolute unit of measurement does not work very well most of the time itself. That is the reason why we have relative units of measurement. Now, the first and the most important relative unit of measurement is your percentage. Now, this is where the concept of your div tag, the concept of your parent, your children in HTML is going to come into picture. Okay, so let's try to first understand about all these concepts. Oh, my back is aching a lot. Sitting on a chair for the entire day, it's extremely stressful. Okay, so right over here, guys, let's try to understand this concept that is there of your parents, your siblings, your children in HTML, as well as your concept of your this percentages and div tag. So let's try to understand that. If you look at our current HTML code, right? Are you able to see some kind of hierarchy in this code? Let me try to show it off to you guys in a much more easier manner right over here. First, you are having your HTML code. Inside the HTML code, you are having two codes right over there. That is the head and the body code. Inside of your head code, you are having your two particular tags right over there. The title tag and the link tag. Inside of the title tag, you are having some content that is there. The link tag has nothing. Inside of the body tag, currently we have only one tag that is there, that is the image tag. And again, inside of the image tag, we have nothing right over there. So this type of hierarchy is being formed inside of our code, which looks very much like a tree-like structure. It looks a lot similar to a tree, like a Christmas tree itself. Now, this is also called as DOM, this tree that is there, or document object model. The reason, because in top of HTML you had that doc type HTML, right? So on top of it you call it as document. And this tree like structure right over here is called as document object model, guys. Document object model. Although for us, we are not going to deal with DOM in this particular bootcamp. We will be dealing with this in our next bootcamp, that is on React.js. But I wanted you guys to know it beforehand itself, if it's possible. Okay, so yeah, that's DOM. Just remember that, document object model. Now, our purpose right over here is to understand that there is a relationship right over here. This tree-like structure is also very similar to a family tree. In your childhood, right, your teachers must have made you make a family tree, your grandparents and your parents, your uncles, your aunts, then your siblings, your cousins right over there. So you must have had this particular concept of family tree that goes on, right? So inside of this DOM tree as well, you are having some kind of relationships that you guys need to know. For example, HTML is the parent of your head and the body tag. The relationship right over here is that HTML is the parent of your head and body tag. Head is the parent of your title and the link tag. Body is the parent of your image tag. If you reverse it out, okay, if you want to reverse it out, then your head tag is the child of your HTML tag. Your body tag as well is the child of your HTML tag. Your title tag is also the child of your head tag. The link tag is also the child of your head tag. And image tag as well is the child of your body tag. Are you guys able to understand? Okay. Are you guys able to understand this concept of child and parents? Sir, I have a question. Will these bootcamps always be available or be private later? It will always be available, but if you are learning it from at a later point of time, you will not be able to get the certification. The certification is only for live people itself. Now there is a concept called as siblings. Siblings basically mean that you need to have a common parent. You need to have a common parent. So what is the parent of the head tag, guys? What is the parent of the head tag? The parent of the head tag is HTML. What is the parent of the body tag? The parent of the body tag is also HTML. So both of them have a common parent, that is HTML. So both of them are going to be siblings. Both of them are going to be siblings right over here. Whereas in the case of your link and your image tag, okay, the link tag has the parent as the head tag, right? Image has the parent as the body tag. Both of them are different. Both of them are not same. So link and image tag are not siblings. Okay, please try to understand there is no other relationship that exists. There is no cousins. There is no concept of grandparents or something like that. It's just parents, siblings, and children. That's it. Okay, so this is something that you guys need to understand. Now, let's try to understand one more thing. Before we are able to move on to the next particular topic, I will be taking up your attendance right now. Okay, so I'll be sharing the attendance link with you guys right now. Again, guys, you will be getting 5 minutes to fill up your attendance, but the class is not over. We will be continuing with the class itself. We have to learn a lot more today. Okay, there's a lot more. I can take up another attendance at the end of the bootcamp as well. I don't know. I will see if I like to do it. I will do it. If I don't like to do it, I will not. But if you miss out on either one of the attendance, if I'm taking up 2 attendances and you miss out on the second attendance, your net attendance for today will be 0. So I might take up another attendance. I might take up only 1 attendance. I don't know that. But if you miss out either of the attendances, your today's attendance will be 0. The attendance has been put up in the live chat, guys. Again, like I've already said, the class is going to continue. We are not going to stop with the class. We're going to live about the div tags. We are going to learn about the percentage tag, the VW and the VH tag as well. The attendance link is in the live chat, guys. It will be closed exactly at 8:55. Okay, at 8:55, the attendance link will be closed. So you guys can continue right over there. In the meantime, I'll just have a glass of water. Okay, in the meantime, I'll just have a glass of water. So continue filling up your attendance, guys. I'll come back in a minute or two. Okay, so I am back. So did you watch the Apple event yesterday? No, I did not get enough time. Till that, sir, please give a roadmap to become a successful web developer. Currently in BCA first year student. If you want to become a wed developer, then I think so. For that, you will have to organize weddings. But if you want to become a web developer successfully, my suggestion would be learn full stack development, and that includes front end, back end, DevOps, cloud computing, a little bit of designing as well. And along with the same, start working upon clones that are there by yourself. Take up any of the websites that you love to use, maybe YouTube, maybe Spotify, maybe let's say you like to use Bumble, right? Try to create an entire full stack clone out of it by yourself. That is the best way of learning web development. Then take up some freelancing projects. You can earn some money as well right over there. So that is also a great way of doing it. Is web developer needs DSA? So web developer, if you are aiming to get into a big MNC, you want to get into like Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Flipkart, Walmart, then yes, no matter if you want to become a web developer, you want to become a data analyst, a data scientist, a data engineer, you want to become a front end, back end software engineer, no matter what happens, you have to learn DSA. You don't have a choice. Okay. So why is it mandatory to share screenshots of sharing the class registrations? They are same groups. I got kicked from your college group. See, the boot camps are free of cost, right? We are able to keep it free of cost by encouraging you guys to share it with your friends. Otherwise, if we have to have like Instagram ads or something like that, then we will have to spend a lot of money, and for that, then we'll have to make the boot camps pricey. And I don't want that to happen. I want it to be free for as long as possible. That is the reason why we ask you for that. Okay. So what about internship and campus ambassador in DevTown? That is already there. Many of you guys might be getting the calls for the same as well. How much React knowledge is needed for web development? A lot. A lot. Okay. So React Native, Redux, Context API, working with hooks, then your state management in React, using third-party components in React, working with various different APIs right over there, connecting with backend, how to make your React front end secure and fast and reliable right over there. These are the various things that you need to work upon while running React. Without any degree, can I become a web developer? Web development is one of the fields that if you are great at it, you can earn a lot of money. So the reason why I shifted, so my expertise was in data science. Okay, I got my first internship as a data analyst. Then I got my second internship as a data scientist, assistant data scientist. Then I got my first particular placement as a machine learning engineer, where I started learning web development. Now, when I shifted my jobs, right, I started doing freelancing along with my job. My job, I used to get a in hand salary of, I think so, at that point of time it was 4.5 to 5 lakhs. That was my in hand salary from my job. And through freelancing, every month I was earning around 8 to 9 lakhs. My highest was 15 lakhs in a month using freelancing. But in 1 month, usually on an average, I used to earn 8 to 9 lakhs through freelancing. Now, that is the beauty of web development. There is a lot of people who want to develop their apps, their websites, their applications itself, a lot of different stuff, right? And because I had a lot of knowledge in data science, so that was also beneficial for me, for some of the clients, to onboard them very easily. But yeah, there is a lot of money to be made, right? LinkedIn plays a major role in growing in these fields. Absolutely, yes, absolutely. So, how to do freelancing and part-time jobs while in college? Create an account in Fiverr, create some fake reviews in Fiverr. I can guide you how to do that. I did it. For my profile, I had 600 fake reviews. 600 fake reviews that I had added up through my network itself. And I spent around 6,000 bucks, 6,000 rupees I had spent only to create those reviews. And yeah, that was worth every penny, because after getting all those reviews in a month, the second month I clocked, I think so, 3 lakh rupees in my first month itself. Also use LinkedIn, also use Instagram to reach out to people, show them your. Now, you are not going to get clients if you have no projects. You need to have very awesome personal projects to showcase to the client that this is the shit that I've built. Give me your project. If you don't have your particular portfolio, you don't have great projects under your belt, nobody is going to take a chance and pay you. Please try to understand it. Okay. Nevertheless, guys, we have a lot of different things. How to get fake reviews for Fiverr. I will explain all that. First, let's continue with our particular boot camp itself. Otherwise, I'll keep on speaking and the boot camp will not be over. Okay, so let's talk about you going from your house to your school, right? You wake up in the morning, your mom gets you ready, you're all ready to go and rock in the school, party with your friends itself. Not party, but enjoy with your friends, being there with them, making sure that you're causing ruckus in the classroom itself. Now you have to carry your food with you to your school, right? Now your mom cooks hot curry and bread, basically roti and sabji. In Hindi, roti and sabji. In English, hot curry and bread, guys. Now that is what she has cooked for you. Now, how are you going to take it to your school? What is your idea, guys? How will you take this hot bread and curry from your house to your school, guys? How are you going to do that? Please let me know. In a lunch box, right? You'll take it in a lunch box itself. Why? You can pour the hot curry in one of your hands and keep the bread in the other hand and just take it from one place to another as well. But you won't do that because you will burn your hands. So you are going to pack it up in a lunch box. Now, does the lunch box add any kind of flavors or changes the texture of your food? No, it remains the same, right? Whatever you have packed inside of the lunch box, it remains the same right over there. It is not like your mother packed pav bhaji and when you reach to your school, it becomes vada pav. Okay, it does not happen like that, right? It remains the same. That is the concept of containers inside of HTML as well. Sometimes you will want some of your tags, for example, an H1 tag and a paragraph tag, to be containerized, to be put inside of a box itself, guys, to be put inside of a box. Okay, now to do that, you are having some tags. That is one of the most important tags, is called as the div tag, guys. Okay, it is called as the div tag right over here. The div tag does nothing. It does not add any kind of changes to the H1 and the paragraph tag. It does not add any kind of flavors. It does not change anything inside of the H1 and the paragraph tag. What it does, it just containerizes the H1 and the paragraph tag. That's it. It just containerizes it. That's it. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Yes. So let's use some of these div tags to learn about percentages itself. Okay, here, what is the parent tag of the h1 tag? Can somebody let me know? What is the parent tag of the h1 tag, guys? Can somebody let me know? In this particular example, what will be the parent tag of our h1 tag, guys? The parent tag of our h1 tag. Come on, guys. Very simple question. The parent tag of our h1 tag will be the div tag, because what is the tag above the h1 tag? It is the div tag. What is the tag above the p tag? It is the div tag. So for both of them, the parent tag is the div tag itself. Okay, so let's go back to our coding arena itself and let's continue to code right over here. We'll remove the image for the time being, and we will create a div tag right over here, guys. Div, and we'll assign a class of out, and inside the div tag we'll have another div tag right over here, and we'll close the div tag as well, of course, and we'll assign a class of in. Okay, so there are two div tags on our screen, guys. One is the out div tag and one is the in div tag. Let us go and create the styling for the same as well. So let us go to styles. We'll first select the out div tag, so dot out, and we are going to assign a particular height, and the height we are going to assign as, let's say, 600 pixels. Okay, we'll also assign a width to it as well, width, and we'll assign the width as again 600 pixels for our, so to be able to see the div tag clearly, because div tags, like I said, are containers. They are invisible to us on the website itself. Okay, it's basically like a lunchbox. We are not able to see it properly. So we'll assign a particular color, a background color to the div tag, so that we are able to see it very properly on our screens. So we'll assign a background color, and background color will give it up as red. Okay, so that it is easily visible to us. If you go back to our website and refresh the page, as you're able to see on your screens, there should be a red box. It is still loading up. Yeah, there is a red square on our screen. That is our out div tag, guys. That is our out div tag. Okay, in a similar manner, guys, we'll get into our in div tag as well. So dot in, and dot in, and similar to that, we'll put up some height, width as well. So, and we'll put up the background color as yellow. Okay, so let's save this. Let us go back to our screen and let us refresh our page. So that yellow box is your in div tag. Okay, your yellow box is your in div tag right over here. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to see the out div tag and the in div tag, guys? Yes. Now percentages. Percentage basically states that if I'm writing that the width of this particular item is 50%, that means the width of this particular item is 50% of the width of the parent item itself, of the parent element. Is container is always square? No, because I have mentioned the height and width both as 600 pixels. I think so that should be understandable. And the height is also 600 and the width is also 600. It is going to appear like a square. That is maths. Okay, so like I said, guys, if I'm writing that the width of my out div tag is, let's say, 50%, that means the width of my out div tag is 50% to the width of its parent element. What is the parent element of our div tag that is having a class of out? What is the width? Sorry, what is the parent element of the div tag having a class of out, guys? body tag, right? It is having body tag right over there. So the width of our div tag with a class of out will be 50% the width of the body tag. Width of the body tag is basically the width of your entire screen. So if we save this, we go back to our website and refresh it. As you're able to see, the width changed a little bit for our out div tag. Now if I try to make my width of my screen smaller, the width of my div tag is also changing. It is trying to make sure that the width of my div tag remains 50% the width of my body tag. The width of the body tag is basically the width of your screen itself. So if I'm making it bigger or smaller, the width of my in div tag is also changing on the, sorry, out div tag is also changing on the basis of that. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. It is trying to make sure that it is always 50% with respect to the width of our screen. Now let's try to apply this to our in div tag as well. Let us go back. And let's try to apply this to our in div tag. If I'm writing this particular code out, right, width is 50%. Okay. So 50% with respect to what? If my in div tag as well has a width of 50%, with respect to what? Okay, with respect to what, guys? 50% of what? Can somebody let me know? 50% of what, guys? The out div tag, width of the out div tag, right? Now, if in div tag is 50% the width of the out div tag, and the out div tag is 50% of the width of the body tag itself, then what is the width of this in div tag in terms of the body tag itself? Basic maths. If the in div tag is 50% of the out div tag, the out div tag is 50% with respect to the body tag itself, then what is the relationship between our in div tag with our body tag? 25%, right? Very good, guys. Those who have got the answer right, 25%. So if we save this, we go back to our website, we refresh the page. As you're able to see, the width of our particular like in div tag changed. And if I'm trying to change the width of my screen as well, it is trying to make sure that it is able to keep that particular percentage the exact same. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. Is this can be possible that we want the width in of 50% with respect to the body? Of course, just set the width of the in div tag is 100%. That means it is the same as the out div tag. The out div tag is 50% with respect to the body. It's as simple as that. It's maths. At the end of the day, it's maths right over there. Okay. Okay, great, guys. Now, today I want you guys to practice this concept of percentages by yourself first. Okay, can you guys do that? Because I have another concept called as your VW and VH, which is very similar to what you are seeing on your screen right over here, but is a little bit different. But before I'm able to go there, I want you guys to practice a little bit by using percentages and pixels on images. Okay, up till now we were doing it on div tags. I don't want you guys to be working on div tags. Try to work on images right over there and try to see if you are able to learn something new from that. So we'll pause the class right over here. I want you guys to explore this on your own a little bit. Okay, tomorrow we'll continue from right over there. For those who are asking about attendance, the attendance is already over. You guys are late in today's class. I can't help you guys out. You have to be on time every time in the class. Otherwise, you'll miss out on your attendance every single time. Now, I'm not going to take up the second attendance right now. So we'll meet in our tomorrow's class at the same time and we'll continue from right over there. Those who have missed up on your attendance, do not miss it up again. Otherwise, you'll miss on your certifications as well. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. Bye-bye, 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 guys. Bye-bye, bye-bye.